warmed up here, so you want to come along? Hey, so wanted to talk real quick about hydration and nutrition when I'm getting ready for a race. Hydration is very, very important, especially, at least a few days before the race. So what I like to do, which I do almost every day, is I drink 2 of these. This is a half gallon, just about a half gallon. So I drink at least 2 of those a day. And when I'm getting close to the race, since I don't do sugar, I'm on carnivore, I don't do any sugar at all. I do Powerade Zeros, and then I'll put in some of this collagen protein. That way I get some protein in there while I'm doing the race. And then there's these, which I actually found recently. I've been dying to find something that's clean and also provides some extra calories. This is one of my favorite flavors, cinnamon roll. This is actually one of our coffee scoops, but these don't come with scoops anymore. I don't know what's going on with Vital Proteins. They used to come with scoops, but not anymore. So one serving of this is 4 tablespoons, and that's 20 grams of protein. So all in all, I'm getting about, 50, almost 50 grams of protein. It fits within the carnivore diet. It provides 150 calories per serving with some fat, because that's what you run on when you're on carnivore. You run on fats. It's got some organ meat in there to help with some of the vitamins and minerals as well. So I've been training with this for the last month or so, and it seems to work out pretty well. I do find that after I get off the bike, I do feel pretty energized enough to run. All right, so continuing on with getting ready. I always go over, my tool bag, make sure I got everything in there. I do. I got a spare tube, got my pump. Good morning. We got the sun coming up bright and early, 6 o'clock in the morning. Probably running a little late, but getting ready for the race this morning. It's gonna be a cold one today. It is 58 degrees right now with a little bit of wind, probably 10-mile-an-hour winds. So it's gonna be cold. Be a popsicle on the bike.
Yeah, we got some rain yesterday.
Yeah, but the good news is it is wetsuit legal. I went and did some research, and this event is sanctioned by USA Triathlon. So that means wetsuits are legal all the way up to 78 degrees, which is good. So we can still go for age group awards. The water temperature is like 69. So that should be that's actually pretty perfect for a wetsuit. It is pretty gorgeous out here with the sun coming up on the red rocks.
Proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, send bright stars through the perilous fight. 3, 2, 1. This way.
Got the green helmet on.
Hey everybody, so wanted to do a quick race recap of Rage over the last weekend. So just gonna get right into it. Got things to do today, so I was gonna, hopefully it's probably gonna be a little shorter than I thought. So got into transition. I had everything charged. Everything was, you know, ready to go. My nutrition, I messed up on my nutrition a little bit. Like I said in previous video, I filled up the bottles completely. I like to freeze them, and it ended up being a little cooler on Saturday. So the water bottles that I filled up didn't end up thawing out enough. On the swim, I ended up starting a little faster than I wanted to. I just think all of the people around me, you know, being competitive, and all the people around me, I wanted to try to keep up with some of the fast people, but I ended up finding out really quickly I wasn't going to be able to do that. The first buoy was out pretty far, no big deal. Then the second buoy was, the first buoy was a turn buoy, the second buoy was like, I don't know, 75 meters, 100 meters away from that, so that ended up being pretty close. And then the next buoy after that was really far away, probably 800 or 900 meters away, I would say. So it felt a little bit overwhelming, and it was really, really hard to sight. It felt like, I mean, this is common anyways, but it felt like you weren't moving and you couldn't really see the buoy, so you
felt like you were getting off course a lot. But there was a front pack that pulled out ahead pretty early, and then there was a pack that ended up being behind me. So I was also in this middle, in this like middle pack. There was only a couple of swimmers, but we weren't close together or anything. So it just felt like I was by myself with this buoy that was really far away. I wish Rage wouldn't have set the buoys that far apart, because it was almost impossible to sight. Did the swim in about 30 minutes and 40 seconds, and was really disoriented when I got out, so transition ended up being slower than I thought. The bike felt really good. Did the bike in an hour and 18 minutes. Bike course it was 2 laps, total of 24.8 miles. Felt really good. Took the race bike out. Everything worked like a charm on the bike, like it was supposed to. Did the bike in an hour and 18 minutes. I did it. That's about the time I was expecting it. It was open to traffic, so there was a few people that were flying through the bike course, driving, going to work or whatever they were doing. So that got a little sketchy at times, if you were passing somebody and then a car was zooming up behind you. I had a quick transition time. I didn't even change my socks. Normally I change my socks, but I figured it was only a 6 mile run, so figured just leave the socks on, get in and out of transition quickly. So that worked out good. Had a pretty decent pace. I was averaging about 7:45 pace. But there's a hill there, as you come out of transition. There's a huge hill, I'd say maybe 3/4 of a mile, and it's a pretty steep incline the whole way up. So that was the toughest part of the run. Run got a little bit warm, but not too bad, not as bad as it could have been. It like I said, the few days leading up to the race were in the 90s, so I'm just glad it wasn't that hot. Just wanted to talk about the post race. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll keep bringing you more training videos.